we've been doing it for a total of 4.5 years now. And I want to say that it took 2 years to get to 100,000.
Yeah.
So it would have taken another 2.5 years to get to 1 million.
And would you tell us about what was your Bible in terms of expanding YouTube channel?
So it's funny, we were just actually answering this question on another interview. But I think like the scripture of running any YouTube channel or even business is like the 2 C's of communication and consistency. So obviously if you're in a team, you need to have a very clear goal and clear directive of what you're doing. Everybody has a job, everybody knows what's going on, and
what to do for each person.
Exactly. The clearer everything is, the more easily everything can get done because everybody knows exactly what's going on. And then consistency. Since everything is run by algorithms nowadays, you have to make sure that consistency gives, I guess the robots something to latch onto, being like, and not only the algorithm, but your fans. So if your fans know, okay, we post every single Thursday, they're gonna come back. Every single Thursday.
Every single Thursday.
Exactly.
Not every 2 weeks.
Exactly. So I wouldn't say, obviously the more you post, the more chances, I look at it all like chances, the more chances you have of hitting something and gaining some steam, but just make it consistent. So if you're gonna do every 2 weeks, make sure every 2 weeks on whatever day you decide you're gonna post. So for us, our biggest thing that not squandered us, but made us grow much slower at the beginning is we got a big hit with our first cover or first 2 covers. And then we took a long time to put out more covers after that. We'd take a month. And it wasn't even like an exact month. It'd be like the beginning of April and then like the end of May. So there'd be big gaps. But right when you can even see it, right when we started to post every week, we really hit a more consistent stride because everyone was like, okay, every week we're gonna post, boom.
So they kept coming back.
Kept coming back. More videos were able to be seen by more people. We had more opportunities. So instead of having, basically if we're throwing a dartboard, instead of having 1 dart every month, we had 4 darts every month to try to get the best score we possibly can. So making sure you're very consistent while also, having a clear audience in mind. So if you're gonna do sports, you don't want to jump in between, all of these different things. You don't want to jump from cooking to bands back to sports. You want a very clear cut directive. What are we? We're a band. What do bands do? We play music. It's very easy to understand. We play music every Thursday. Boom. If you like it, you come back. If you don't like it, you move on. But the most important thing is making sure as many people come back as possible. So I would say that is the most important thing for a YouTube channel: communication, consistency, and a clear reason for your channel to exist. And it doesn't even need to be a very important reason. It doesn't need to be important at all. It just needs to be, what are you? You play video games? Okay, people that like video games are gonna watch you. What are you? You vlog, you review movies, whatever. Make sure all your content is based around that.
I think a lot of YouTubers can get big heads where they're kind of like, all right, everyone really likes my channel. Maybe now they want to see me do something else. Or maybe they want to see me and they try and branch out into things that kind of dilute the channel. And it makes it, maybe someone doesn't want to see your makeup tutorial when you do, something else. So you try and, like what he's saying, just keep doing the same thing over and over. And then to add to, anything that can help a channel, I think just starting a channel is super important and not waiting, because like we are semi-perfectionists, like we try and do a good job at everything, but honestly at the beginning of our channel, we were, compared to where we are now, we were terrible at what we did. We didn't have a very like smart system in place, and that's why it took us so long to make our covers. But the important thing is that we went and made one. We didn't wait until everything was perfect or everything we thought was perfect to make one. We got out there and we tried to figure it out as we went. So if you can kind of combine what Matt said with what I'm saying, and just get out there, start making stuff, and make it consistent within your ability. Obviously, don't shoot for a goal that's unattainable. Like we would not have been able to make one cover a week at the beginning. We just didn't have the system in place yet. So that would have probably train wrecked us, but at least we got one in there. That was what we could handle at the time, and until we got it figured out, and it worked out. So we're definitely very happy about that.
Is the last thing is patience. So once you start your channel, you need a lot of patience to get it going, because we were talking about it earlier. We actually never had that like explosion blow up moment. We've just been steadily climbing, and we climb faster sometimes, we climb slower, but there's not a single day where we're like, oh, we got 100,000 subscribers in one day. That never happened. Our best day, I think, was 3,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? One day, which is very good, and we're very happy about that. But it was never like
There's never like a moment where you just know.
So I think, like Ryan said, other YouTubers, you know, try to do other things, and I think the problem is they give up too quickly. You know, you gotta let things grow, you gotta let things mature. Like, in my eyes, we're just starting to hit our stride on YouTube, and we've been doing YouTube for 5 years. We're just now like, okay,
figuring it out.
Now we're rolling. All of our videos, I'm very, very happy with. All of our mixes, I'm very, very happy with. You know what I mean? Now we're starting to go. And now there's other things that we can now set our sights on. So we've been doing live streaming. So I don't want to say perfected, but we got our videos to a very, very good place. And now we're like, okay, how can we live stream?
Now we can take on
That's
video.
good. Yeah.
And are we live streaming as good as our videos right now? No. But the important thing is that we're live streaming. And every week we find something new. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try something else. But that did work. So let's keep doing that. We're live streaming every week, and it's a process, and it's very hard. And sometimes things don't work out how you plan, and you're like, oh, it didn't work. But we have patience. We're being like, okay, next week will be better. Next week will be better. This is what we're working towards.
One thing that never gets mentioned too is that we've been doing YouTube for almost 5 years, but the band has been together for 5 years even before that. So
more than 10 years.
Yeah, so, I mean, there was all that time that we were like trying to figure out what songs were the right songs for Audra's voice, and for, you know, what was going to appeal to the audience that we wanted to do. So we were actually, you know, kind of preparing ourselves to do a YouTube channel way back then, and we didn't even really know it. So not only has it taken 5 years to get where we got to, it's really taken 10 years to start from zero and perfect just being a regular band, not just a YouTube band.
It's only been 5 years of the YouTube side. If someone's starting a band and a YouTube channel, then they gotta do all that maturing together. Because being in a band takes a whole separate set of skills than running a YouTube channel. But like Ryan said, we were together before that, and we were able to figure out our band stuff. By the time we started a YouTube channel, we all were very
comfortable in the band situation. Yeah.
But we were also comfortable with our instruments. We all knew how we played. We all knew what songs we liked to play. We all knew how good we were. So there wasn't any questions. We could get together and, you know
exactly what we were gonna do.
We could play a song, and obviously not perfectly, but we could play a song for a passing grade in a day.
Like that day.
We could get together, and boom, in that same day, we could play that song very well, very competently, which some bands that aren't together as long can't do that. But we just had that time beforehand, YouTube.
To basically just mesh with each other until we could like figure it out.
And then it's just been 5 years of just focusing on YouTube. Like, okay, how are we gonna crack this case?
It's not to say like it's actually going to take another band 10 years to do what we did, because unfortunately, like we had to learn by trial and error. There was no one that told us, you know, about that monetization stuff with YouTube. We had to figure it out just by going out and doing it. There's not like an online tutorial that you can watch that explains that sort of stuff, like that you could learn it in an hour. So it was really hard for us to just figure all that sort of stuff out at the beginning, because there's no right or wrong way, or, you know, every band is going to be different and every band is unique. So it could take you 2 years to get through all the stuff that it took us 10 years to get through. Or it could take longer.
So I think it would be the final question. Could you tell us about the analysis of popularity in Indonesia? Where does it come from?
I mean, it's definitely helpful that Audra is a female in a rock band, which is kind of unique. I think that the fact that we're willing to play pop music in a rock band, I think is pretty unique too, because I think a lot of rock bands are just like, no, I only like rock. I only want to play this kind of stuff. So I guess I'd give us credit for those couple things.
We're kind of like appealing to a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
When it comes to personality-wise, other than me, which I am not in this conversation, but we don't have very abrasive personalities. Everybody's very easygoing, easy to get along with. Not me. I am like a cactus, you know what I mean? I am very like, you know, if you enjoy my presence within like the first 3 seconds of knowing me. I'm just loud, I'm outspoken, I give you my opinion, and you will know very quickly like, okay, I hate this kid, or okay, this kid's all right, we're gonna get along. But the other three definitely balance it out, but we're very easygoing, like Ryan said. We don't box ourselves in.
Yeah.
If people are like, do this song, we're never like, no, we're not gonna do that song. We're like, okay, can we do this song?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes it's no, we can't do every song because not every song fits us, but we do give it an honest like look. We're like, is this song possible? No, it's not quite possible. Like, I feel bad, but when people ask Audra to do like other like languages for songs, we're just like, we don't speak
I will
that
try,
language.
but I will not
Like,
do a good job.
we can try our best, but at the end of the day, we're only native in English.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know
You
any
don't
other
want to mess
languages.
anything up either.
You're American all after all.
Or if people are like, do a song, do this song, we're like, buddy, there's no singer in that song.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a singer. We're not just gonna be
So
like,
we can't do that. one.
Audra, get out of the video. We're like, no, we need lyrics in the song.
Yeah.
But we do give everything a very honest try, and I think I don't know. I like to equate like our honesty. We're never like, oh man, blah, 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 blah. We're very like, nah, sorry, didn't get a cover this week, even though we've never missed a week actually. We're like, okay, we're very upfront. We're never like, oh, we can't do that. We're not like, we're gonna try to do it, but maybe no. We're like, nah, man,
No,
sorry,
like,
we
that's
cannot do
probably
that.
not
We'll
gonna
respond
happen,
to
yeah.
people. We'll interactive, and we're very active. Like, I think that's the thing is people don't have time to forget about us. We're always there,
We're
baby.
always there,
Every
yeah.
single week, you know what I mean? We're always posting on social media.
I was gonna say always like messaging people on like all the time, just on there.
We try and be very approachable, I guess is the word that I like to describe us, is that, you know, it's fun to be like a rock star and dress all crazy on stage and pyrotechnics and stuff like that. But like, to me, it seems like it would be exhausting to maintain that all the time. And
like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And we, you know, because we're constantly putting out content, I can't, you know, I don't want to get dressed up and buy a new outfit for every video that we make. You know what I mean? I like to,
yes.
Yeah, I think that we're very relatable to some people, that we're just people from a small town that, you know, we really like making music and we really like what we're doing. And I don't think that there's very much like behind the scenes, you know, stuff going on that people don't know about. We're really upfront with how we do things, why we do things, and I think that that's kind of nice for a change when it comes to like being famous or something like that. You know, I always think that like when I see those bands that are just, they have this great image, I always wonder like, what is it really like behind all that? And I want to know what their real lives are actually like. And I think that we just put that right out there kind of front and center, and we just are who we are.
We really look to reward people that took that extra step to relate to us or message us. So like, if people email us, we'll try to email them back. You know what I mean? Like, you are like a perfect example.
Yeah.
Can we do an interview? Of course. We try to, you know, whoever wants to interview us, whoever wants to talk, we'll just talk. Some people email us and they're like, can I get on like a Skype call with you guys? And we're all like, okay.
Sure.
It's time work. But It's very. I mean, we were in that position. We played at Warped Tour. We tried to go up to other bands, hand out our CDs. It's very nerve-wracking. It's very hard to go up
to reach out to somebody who
people
you like look
that.
up to, basically.
But for the people that do it, we want to be like, no, it's okay to do it. Here's like your reward. We're gonna give you who we actually are.
Yeah.
Not that we ever hide that away, but I mean, people that only watch our videos, they don't know what my voice sounds like. You know what I mean? They don't know what Sam's voice sounds like. They probably don't even know what my face looks like. My hair's always in it. But for the people that reach out, we want to give them that extra, like, here you go. We'll talk to you. If you have a question, we'll answer it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say. That's why you brought me back.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So thank you all for the interview today.
No problem.
Thank
Thanks for
Really
having
a
me.
pleasure to talk to you.
Before the end of this interview, I highly recommend you to watch their cover of The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. You can see former members and present members perform together in harmony, and which is extremely rare in music industry. This video is a very proof that they are not just a great musician, they are also great human beings. By the way, I have a friend who is an Iranian American, and his profession is a soccer coach, currently working in China. I met him for the first time in a small town in Thailand, and the second time around at the Shanghai International Airport. And every time we part ways, we always say the following: see you somewhere in the world. So, see you somewhere in the world. Ciao, besos.